Alright. So. Picked up a bunch of quests. But the weather is shitty for the next couple days, so, I do not want to... Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Ugh. Have a look at the map here. So you could get here in one day. There and back, I guess. If you go to a village and then come back to town immediately, do you get the night to yourself, or does it waste the night? So, I guess you could use one day to go here and pick up the item, and then you could make it into like a... Oh wait. This would be a 1, 2, 3, 4-day trip to get to the Forsaken Tower. And if you want to do all the dungeons at once, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-day trip. Alright. And that would be the most efficient way to do it. But you'd want to go here first. You'd want to go to this one. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
野営地か。そこはじゃあな。ふう。
Alright, so I think I will spend the days
これって
leveling up my relationships.
さて
The days was crappy out.
どうする。さて行こう。
ねえねえねえね
Okay. much mag do I have? We sure have a lot of crappy weather here. Oh. I see. So, that's good to know. But why? Wasn't it like 8? 8.4 before? Interesting. Alright. Oh, we've got another candidate giving a speech here. Glodell. Who wants to listen to a henchman like Glodell giving speeches? Louis should be here talking to us directly. He's definitely not going to take that well. Let's go visit Stroll. Interesting. Date today. 24. Okay. Ah, hello. What's your plan for today? I get restless too, but I suppose it's important to let off steam, Say, have you got some time right now? It's about what we discussed last time. I know I must head to my village to seek clues about my inheritance, but I freeze before I can take the first step. Oh, let's go. Well, if you're sure, then I suppose now is as good a time as any. My home, the village of Halia, is on the outskirts of Grand Trad. As we'll need the runner, please extend my apologies to the rest. With the runner, we could make it there and back before dusk, though I can't help but feel guilt to request it for such a personal matter. With Stroll leading the way, we arrived at last to his childhood home, the village of Halia. Doesn't look like anyone has lived here for a very long time. It's a chilling sight. Traveling here by Gauntlet Runner, you'd think we were practically next door to the capital. Yet as I fled for my life, the nearest settlement felt leagues away. I recall wanting to lie down and give up on several occasions. Probably hard to tell now, but this is once the village's main road, full of people crossing every which way. You used to be able to see the mountains cresting the horizon above the rooftops. It was beautiful. I wish you could have seen it like that. I know I'll see it someday.
いや
It's been 7 years since that day. Feels like forever ago, and yet only the blink of an eye at the same time. Afterwards, I was shuffled between various relatives, nothing more than another mouth to feed. Fitting, I suppose, of the burden I'd become. I went to the site of our manor, but all I found was rubble. A few walls were sort of standing, but it was a sorry sight compared to how I see it in my mind. Except, I've discovered a letter. There was a corner of my father's study that seemed to have been designed to withstand a fire. I found a box there with a letter inside, and I recognized the writing as my father's. I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. I have no doubt that this is his will, and I know I must read it, but he wants me to read it. I'm going to go over there and do just that, alone. But would you mind waiting nearby? It's okay to be nervous. I'll be here for you if you need me. Thank you. It's reassuring to have you by my side. I waited nearby while Stroll read the will. Well, it's a good thing we found this. Seems I do indeed have an inheritance. The will said the family's treasure was dispatched to the royal capital. The royal capital? Made it all the way to the capital? Yes, but it doesn't give a specific location. The letter is unfinished. I mean, how could it be? No one expected a murderous, rampaging human. Try to stay calm. Sorry, whenever I think back to that day. My father names me the sole heir of his estate. He even addressed a letter to my beloved son, Leon. I feel only shame at such endearments. But as it stands now, the inheritance has but one purpose, to repay the debts owed to my parents and my people. So if they would see our house rebuilt, I'll be whatever they want me to be, a noble of prominence or otherwise. If I can make the people speak the name of House Haliaitis with reverence, and once it lives on the tip of everyone's tongue, maybe then I'll be able to embrace the words, my beloved son. I never imagined the day would come that I'd come to terms with these feelings. I owe you so much and more. I sense Stroll's deepened trust and his determination to confront his destiny. The first things first. I'm sure he entrusted the inheritance to someone in the capital, but I have no clue who that might be. Tell me about your father. What was your father like? He was a big man, so much so that standing next to my mother made her look teeny. But despite his size, he solved his problems with his head. And he never treated people as lesser than him. In fact, he used to handpick the fish he would bring back to the household as gifts. Grand Trad was able to source fresh fish from Brylehaven, but in Halia, they were a rare feast. Hey, maybe I'm onto something. He spoke highly of the fish market, so he must have gone to the same one every time. Perhaps they'd remember him. That may be our best lead. And I'm afraid I shall once more take advantage of your generosity. When we return to Grand Trad, will you help me walk in my father's footsteps? It could still turn out fruitless, so I'll need all the help I can get. Noble's legacy. Stroll asked me to help track down his inheritance. He recalled his father frequented the fishmonger near the Grand Cathedral in Grand Trad. I should start there. And tolerance is my reward. That I like.
よし
Tolerance is difficult to increase. Right. But first, I have one more thing I'd like to look into. I think we're at a good stopping point for today besides. Thank you, Shoji.
戻ろ
Let's head back to the Gauntlet Runner. Got a fair bit of Meg. Back to the Brylehaven Tavern. I hear a voice. I'd like to know more about him. Alonzo comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. Interesting. Hey, Derry. Are you here to listen to the music too? Kind of puts the mind at ease, doesn't it? True. Maybe it's because I've been so tense lately, but the music is really soothing right now. Wow, didn't expect another fairy to see where I was coming from. The other fairies around here have kind of lost the plot, so it's nice to meet someone I can actually hold a conversation with. Really? Back at the Hidden Village, everyone seemed to get along pretty well. That's so. Well, you said you were tired, so I won't keep blabbing at you. They play music a lot here, though, so come rest your weary soul anytime. Just like that, they were gone. Oh. Every fairy I've talked to has taken off like that. I would like to level up my relationship with Gallica. So we meet again. My search for fine music always seems to lead me to you. Might I transform your memories into a heartfelt song? It'll be just 250 read. Sure. Across the whole of your travels, which locale has etched itself into the forefront of your memory? Ah, Martira, a town where the people's reserved and reliable nature is punctuated by an inescapable undercurrent of sadness. It's a place where the dancing sands of the wasteland give way to a gentle carpet of green, as a solemn road weaves its way through the valley. A stone stairway rises above the vale, offering a gallery of vistas from which the town's simple scenery can be seen. And of course, the lonely grandeur of its old castle, reaching far into the sky. Now listen to my song. As I listened to the performance, I thought about all I'd seen. So he's got a different song for every city. Interesting.
信じられん
ねえねえねえね
教えてほしいか
さて
Now I wonder,
どこにしようか
does it take time to look into this?
行きましょう
どうなっちまうんだ
さて
Where is the fishmonger? Actually,
誰が王になる
what kind of accessories are you selling? Oh, okay. Um. Now Filono Tavern. That's not near the Grand Cathedral. That's on San Lumeo Street. No wonder. I was like, what? Okay. I was just leaving, bud. I heard about you and what occurred at the exhibition. It seems like you've been working quite hard for the throne. I'm still a Sanctist, but color me impressed. You have my support, so please take this. Thank you. I'm always grateful for any support people offer. His Eminence Forden is too generous. He should have simply assumed the throne instead of holding this silly tournament. Lesser tribes and pagans, it's because they've been given this false hope that dangerous elements like Louis have been allowed to thrive. Absolutely, though I don't believe there are any candidates that could truly compete with His Eminence Forden. Shudder to think of calling myself that man's underling. We've gained mobility, but at what cost? I want to end this as quickly as we can. Yeah, no kidding. What do you think of Louis? Okay. You have nothing nice to say. Not surprising, I suppose. Maybe you can only see that during the day. Behold the power of God, glory to Sanctism. Giddo, Forden's right-hand man, the two most popular Sanctus candidates. Forden's no joke on his own, but between the two of them, they really came out swinging, huh? At this rate, the tournament is going to be the joke. Yeah, no kidding. I fall in love with your Gauntlet Runner more and more every time I see it. But wait, when did you come back to Grand Trad? How strange. There's no way I'd have missed seeing this Gauntlet Runner arrive. That's because it wasn't possible to see. Oh, this person. Oh, to think I'd see you here in the capital so soon. Stories of the exhibition have already spread this far. When I first saw you on the evening of the royal funeral, at the time I never would have imagined that you would be one of the most capable candidates in this contest. At first sight, I never thought an Elder would be so capable. Well, prejudices and all that, you know? I have... Am I not able to view a more detailed map from here? I guess I have to do it from the gauntlet runner. That's kind of annoying. So, let's see.
ね
Alright. Poison. X. Those are expensive, wow. Forget. Forget hasn't been a too major of an issue so far. Oh, I just realized. Now,
どうする
or no, it wasn't. You've already got 2 skills, right? Yeah, okay. Who do I want to give the commander? That's the question now, I suppose.
どうする
I've unlocked it, but I haven't practiced it on anybody. Does the commander... Oh, you know what? I haven't visited Academia since I unlocked it either. Hey, more.
あの場所へ
I sense the power of a new archetype. Do come and speak to me should you want to study it. Kinda creepy how you can just sense that stuff. So there's 4 more bonds to unlock by the looks of things. This looks like research documents about the commander archetype. In times of yore, there lived heroes known to change the tides of battle by their presence alone. Their souls together form the power of the commander. Among them, the adept, whose word guides legions, I dubbed the general, and the elite, who has the battlefield in the palm of their hand, I dubbed the warlord. The commander archetype is unremarkable alone, but can produce impressive results by taking leadership of the battle and supporting their squadron. But their power comes from being surrounded by skilled heroes to direct. A leader loses effectiveness when asked to spearhead the attack. Let no commander forget this truth. So this archetype takes a supporting role to strengthen allies' abilities and can even change the roads. Okay. They've got defense but no real damage. That is interesting. Seems like something possibly for Hulkenberg. Ah, so you need commander level 10 before you can get that. Okay. So it might be something to unlock on Stroll then.
なるほど。興味深い。
Commander, this is the archetype you sense from Barden's way of life. Its heroic embodiment is that of the stout-hearted officer, one who boldly leads their army from the front, vanguard upon the path to peace and prosperity. 3,000 meg is required to channel the commander for the first time. Would you like your ally to unlock it? Yes, I want to entrust Stroll with this power. Then hear us, O valiant heart. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a commander. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to lead soldiers proudly into battle, then I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the commander. Soul of the commander. I'll do my best to inspire the group to victory. I will take charge for a world without futile conflict. Commander archetype has awakened.
よし、いい手
Uh,
応えだ。
increases all allies' defense for 3 turns. That immediately, like, base skill. That's great. Releases critical hit rate for 1 ally for 3 turns. Deals medium physical fire damage to 1 enemy. May inflict burn. Moves all allies to the front row and increases their attack by 2 ranks for 3 turns. Wow! That is crazy good. Deals medium magic fire damage to all enemies. May inflict burn. What was this about having no offense? That's bullshit. And Heartbreak Stratagem. Negates 1 enemy's repel magic and repel physical skill. Wow! Alright. Increases attack, defense, hit, evasion for all allies for 3 turns. Speaker, Knight, or Commander. Deals medium magic almighty damage to all enemies. That is very good as well. Luster Blast Maneuver. Deals extreme magic fire damage to all enemies and decreases their hit and evasion for 3. Damn, the commander archetype is useful. But it's weak to strike. That's an important note. Okay. Stuff that is weak to any kind of physical attack is yeah. Anyway.
Whatする? Whatする?
I bet it takes a lot to level it up, too, doesn't it? Oh! It's only 200 at the start, okay. That's not too bad. Might be able to use items to level it up instead of taking it into combat. I will decide later, though. For now,
おや、
let's go back to
また
reality.
来るといい。
I have a debate to win.
さて、どこにしようか。
Actually, let's go to the magic store here. Those are one-time magic damage offensive items. Okay, so it's the same stock as the one in Grand Trad. Good to know. Is the exchange rate the same
さて、
right now?
行きましょう。ねえね
今日はお得だ。
Yes, it is. Okay.
えねえね
Maybe it's because...
えね
No.
さて
ね
Do we have any more requests that have a deadline? 16. 19. Okay.
よっとどうしたもんか
Alright, Glodell. The world I want is a complete and utter meritocracy. The elites aren't strong. The strong are elite. I see. So that's what they're basing their campaigns on. Hey, why don't you debate that candidate? If you can lower the other candidate's support, you might be able to win Louis' trust. A good opportunity to hone your skills. You can put the future you're imagining into words. I'm sure people will follow you. If I enter a debate here, my eloquence and my imagination should increase. If it goes well, I think you might even get some donations. How about it? Want to try? Let's do it. What's this? Come to tear me down a peg, have you? If it's a battle of words you want, I accept the challenge. I'd prefer to strike with more direct methods, but I'll spare you for Count Louis' sake. You'll realize soon enough that I am the rising star. Your little help anyone in need shtick is a farce, and I can't believe anyone is falling for it. I'll make sure you pay for it tenfold. When I take my place upon the throne, I will reform this rigged society into a true meritocracy. We live in a society where tribe and family name matter more than will or ability. Are we sheep to accept such a world, or are we lions who will devour it? As king, I'll appoint only those who can demonstrate true strength, even those from inferior birth. That's true equality. It's a good platform. He's certainly abrasive, but he makes a good point. Haven't we heard all this before, though? Glodell is winning over the crowd. How should I appeal to them? You only parrot Louis. Your words are mere echoes of Louis. Do you have any original ideas? My words? You don't understand. Count Louis and I have simply come to the same conclusions. If that's the case, then I'd honestly rather support Lord Louis. Right. I had the same feeling as Shoji. Glad it wasn't just me. Of course these fools wouldn't understand. But how does that help my cause? Glodell was seething. Yes, he was. A lot of people appreciated what you said. They wanted to give you this as a show of thanks. Okay. I don't think I did anything to earn support. This experience seems to have honed your eloquence and imagination. 5 points. Cool. And my imagination is about to level up as well. After listening to the concerns of the people, I return to where everyone else is waiting. I gain 2 more ranks. Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws near. Word is, a great number of the city's soldiers have been injured. It seemed they had a run-in with a human. The group that was attacked was comprised mainly of new recruits out on a training exercise. Many of their injuries are quite grave, I'm afraid. How horrible. Is there nothing we could do to help? We've already taken on a related request, haven't we? Let's go gather those medicinal ingredients so that they could treat the injured. Yes. The day after tomorrow is Forgiveness Day, where stores throughout the city have the biggest sales of the year. I can't wait. I hear a voice. We're in quite the predicament. Barding comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. Is there another candidate giving a speech that I need to tear down a peg? No, there is not. I hear people conversing all around me. I never would have predicted an execution would occur at the exhibition, and the Sanctus Church producing such a criminal is rather troubling. I say, chaps, awfully violent of Sanctifex Forda to execute her on the spot. As if he were intending to distract us from a scandal of his own. What disrespect! Did you not hear Joanna's confession of her heinous crimes from her own mouth? She's such a disgrace to our state religion. Sanctifex Fordan's decision was not but justice meted out. It's true. But that Elda candidate, I gotta say, I'm impressed. Heading right for a city and revealing the truth of its crimes? I don't know too much about him, but he seems like a sound fella. I might throw my lot in with him. Incidentally, what's Louis doing these days? That huge runner of his remains docked in the harbor, but he's been oddly quiet himself. I can't imagine he's doing it for his man Glodell's sake. Louis doing so little to stand out just makes me even more suspicious, yeah. Tensions seem high. I will be back. Bathroom break. Alright, I am back. Now, since we don't have a candidate to debate today, I can spend the night
ねえね
doing something as well. Let's see.
えねえね
さて
Where is our weather predictor person?
えね
Oh, wait.
さてどこにしようか
Let's go to the tavern.
え行こっか
I think there is a quest here for Stroll. You're that elder candidate I've heard about. What are you doing in a place like this? Not that I care or anything. Hey, have you been to that tavern in Brylehaven yet? I hear their fresh fish pair well with an ocean of booze. Oh, wouldn't that be great? Word is, Brylehaven's got some fish dishes that pair well with booze. What else? I don't see anybody else here that talks, so... In the Grand Cathedral, so maybe it's just that I can't find the fishmonger at nighttime? Oh yes, I need you. Young man, how about a fortune? I can tell you what the weather will be for the next 2 days. Please. Well, that's boring. Grand Trad has nothing special for weather.
ああそこねここ
Martia is having sand flashes specifically at the dungeons.
凱旋者だ
ここ
Huh. So if I were to leave today, I could probably get to the labyrinths with decent weather, but
と
ルイ様がお訪れになる
どうなっちゃうんだ。
ちょっと
どうしたもんか。
see if we can
そういえば
spot that
ちょ
fishmonger
っと
that they spoke of.
えね
Bahaha. Did you hear of the blunder one of Louis's followers? Did you hear of the blunder one of Louis's followers, Glodell, made? Was at the exhibition, tantamount to witnessing Louis's own failing. But if you were to compare him to the necromancer at the cathedral before, he just seems far from being Louis's trusted confidant, more like a lackey who's still being observed. What is it you're trying to say? And why do I feel that you always seem to take Louis's side? I'm merely observing the situation. The state religion may be what it is, but were we to suffer any further error... Okay.
こうなって。
What's with Glodell, that henchman of Louis? He's a right disgrace. Yeah, that Elder bloke who nabbed the Sanctress is way better. He seems like a better fit to be Louis' underling. Haha, you said it. But how do you even become one of his underlings anyway? Yeah.
こうなって。いらっしゃい。
Fresh fish, get your fresh fish. I've got bargains. Aha. There he is. That reminds me, I had business with the fishmonger. I should talk to him. Not going to take time from my day, is it? Welcome, welcome, one and all. If it swam in the rivers or seas, I've got it here, and it's all as fresh as the ocean breeze. Apparently, Stroll's father frequented the fish market. I know he was a doting parent, but would a count really do his own shopping? The Count of Halia? And just how do you know such a great man? You're acquainted with his son? Really now? I hate to break it to you, lad, but you're an Elda, and Clemar nobles aren't really known for befriending your kind. Do you have something of his? What are you playing at? If this is some manner of con, I'll make it known far and wide, especially if it concerns the Count of Halia. He saved my skin once, when some pain-in-the-arse noble started making accusations about my produce. He happened to be there and stood up for me. From what I gathered, he was only in the market to find a souvenir for his son. Fancy that, a noble buying things himself. Like father, like son. Blimey. You really do know him, don't you? Well then, I know another merchant you should speak to. He did a fair amount of business with the Count. That day, he said he had an appointment to meet this merchant in front of Regolith Grand Cathedral. Odd that he bought the fish first, eh? So, I picked the right dialogue choices. Oh, the horror. The people walking about all look like monsters. Calm down, it's all in your mind. It's not like we have man-eating monsters like they do in Martira. Bro, you think that's gonna get him calmed down? Yikes. Gordon and his nonsense. Yeah, no kidding.
誰が王に来るんだ
Probably this guy. Capital merchant. What are you up to? Louis didn't bomb the exhibition? Wouldn't the Colosseum be more worth attacking than the cathedral? Whoops, you heard nothing, boy. Bro. Like... I'm not... Actually, given that Louis admires Brylehaven, I don't know that he will attack them, honestly. Am I still at the bottom here? Near the bottom? What? Come on. I brought in the infamous kidnapper. Okay, so this is likely the merchant that we need to talk to. What do you want? You are not one of my clients, and I only do business via referral. Stroll's father went to meet a merchant in front of Regolith Grand Cathedral. Could this be him? Indeed, I was acquainted with the late Count of Halia. Oh, is that so? You say you know his son, do you? The Count was a truly honorable, upstanding man. I doubt any son of his would associate with riffraff like you. Bro, have you looked at the frickin' rankings lately? The merchant is still suspicious of me. What should I say next? Did his fish sting? Okay. I need more imagination.
なんだね
So I need further imagination before I can increase my relationship with Stroll again. So, that being the
どう
case,
する
Hulkenberg. It pleased me to
Stop it.
continue our training. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her.
教えてほしいか。まさか。
Alright.
君か
Have you not decided our plans for the day? Even knowing we mustn't let our guard down, a breather might do us some good. Leave the time. Shall we continue our training? You know, despite Stroll's little outburst the other day, he's been quite diligent in his training since. Shoji, you can't fall behind now. Oh, wait.
そうか
I have not been to the Gauntlet Runner today. I need to go...
どうするさてさ
pick up my free ingredients.
これって
Take a dump.
よし
My luck increased.
どうする
What is my luck looking like anyways at this point? 20. It was on par with the other characters. Experience. Speaking of which, how much do I need to level up? Almost there. I'm almost to level 33. It's too bad you can't see like number values for this. Need to level up my tolerance before I can increase Maria's ranking. Now, what I wanted to see was what my bonuses are. I think it's... yeah, inheritance skills. Displays location of strong enemies on dungeon maps. That seems quite useful. Just a mag cost. And that one's just inheritance slots. Interesting. Get inheritance slots at level 3 for him. Reduce defense when the whole party is in the back row. Oh! Interesting. It's too bad he doesn't have a skill that moves the entire party to the back row. But that one that moves the entire party to the front row and increases the attack by 2 ranks is crazy. What about Brigida? Level 6. The Meg. Exchange rate for the Meg. That is very, very good. Also, the supply crate seems quite good as well. Alright,
どうする
let's go to Hulkenberg.
さて
I'll spend the day
さて
with her.
どうする
Oh, today is Idol's Day. Okay. The Forgiveness Day is the bigger sale day, I think. It would be better to wait to make purchases until then. I suppose the other option
まさかさて
would be
さあ
どうする？
さて
村だね。
actually that doesn't save me any time. 'Cause I could stop there
村だな。
and make it there all in one go.
何かあるぞ。
面白そうだ
また。さ
I think I will do Hulkenberg and Brigida. So I will be right back. Something I want to take care of before it starts to bother me, before I forget. It'll only be a moment.
どうする
Alright, I am back. We will level up Hulkenberg's relationship today. I find my stream. There we go. Alright. Which will give me more slots. Put skills on her.
君か
Archetypes. I want to train some more. Ah, but I recall our practice swords were broken. Shall we go and buy new ones? I'm glad we found some sturdier sparring swords. Hopefully, they shall win me some measure of redemption for the other day, On the authority of the Knight's Order, your crimes shall be repaid with death. That voice, is that Rodanth? You remember, he's my former comrade that we met before. Do it. Hold. Well, if it isn't Hulkenberg, I'll ask you not to interrupt my duties. This is your duty? What Knight Commander presides over executions? It is only right. Those who would do this nation harm shall be punished. What is he accused of?
じゃあ
What exactly has he done? Treason. This fool, a petty officer from the military police, slandered the honor of the Royal Knights. Honor? What honor? The Royal Knights of today are honorless. You've forgotten any oath to the throne. Now you're just dogs barking on command. You insolent. Bring me a whip. Hanging is not enough.
貴様
You cannot be serious. This insolence is why you would have him killed? This, after all the trifling sinners you sent to the gallows. Righteous fury rings false from a hypocrite's mouth. Now die, dishonorer. Writhe like the maggot you are. Treason's only reward is death. Therein lies atonement, whether for the knights or the people. They could kill me for any reason they liked. Yeah, they could just make shit up.
冗談って
Rodan, this is beyond outrageous. You've authorized nothing less than public butchery. Maintaining the capital's order is the knight's duty. 'Tis only natural that we punish those who spread lies. What lies? Have you sold your soul to the Sanctists? Were you blinded by the prospects you'd win by their coronation? It hardly matters who takes the throne, so long as the royal knights still stand to flank it. This, you see, is the role of one who has risen to the post of Knight Commander. One's burdens are different from those of the freewheeling and frivolous like yourself.
離れ
You infident coward, you poison toad. Is this the shape of your so-called loyalty? Bold words. One would almost think you and your friends seek the hangman's noose yourselves. Try it. If that's what you want.
君
I see your whelp hasn't learned to hold his tongue. Pity stays my hand today, but there will not be a next time, Hulkenberg. Power is not a tool to torment and kill the innocent. It is meant to guide the weak and vulnerable, that each and every one of us might live together in a better country. Koji, I apologize. I've forced you into my troubles again. He's the bad guy here. He's the one who's in the wrong here. All the same, I'm glad you were here with me. Who knows what would have happened had I been alone. Somewhere in my heart, I'd expected he might still understand me. I would count such blind faith among my weaknesses. Should it ever be me who strays from the path of virtue, I only ask that you remind me of my purpose, under any circumstance. Can I entrust this to you? That will probably come into play later on in her plotline. I can sense Hulkenberg's virtuous sense of purpose and deep trust.
君という存在は私の支えだ。
More skills can now be inherited by the knight lineage in academia due to the effects of Scion's skill. I am partly to blame for Rodin's brutality. No, the day has already left me exhausted. We'll speak more of this some other time, away from prying ears. The man behind Hulkenberg. I feel like I've seen him before. I have. I remember. I don't think I answered many of the questions during that correctly. I probably could have earned more Meg if I had. I mislike having to abide by Louis' schedule. The soiree cannot come soon enough. I'm going to look, because this word's going to come up a lot. Let's see, how do we pronounce that? Soiree, okay. But I suppose one can't win on an empty stomach. As long as we have the time to eat and prepare, we should. Alright. So, there's no debates at the podium today.
どうする？
Oh, so that's where he hangs out. Okay. That will be important later. Well now, if it isn't my darling Elden boy, you've become quite famous, or so my customers tell me. But I must say, I pity that sanctoress losing the distinction between a monster and her own child. Not having children is the best option in my opinion, especially with our country in such turmoil. I feel the same way about our world, honestly, right now. Um...
どこにしようか。どこにしようか。
Gita. Our world is filled with such senseless anguish. Brigitte comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Alright. Did I do my stuff on the Gauntlet Runner already? Just to be sure. Okay. Oh. It's not Brigitte here. I didn't even notice when I was here before. He's probably worried about her for some reason or another. And Elda, just what would possess someone like you to step into an igniter shop? These are luxury goods, well outside your price range, so why even take interest? Even could you afford it, you'd not be able to handle it properly. What makes you think that? Of course you would ask. Fine, listen. To ably wield magic, one needs a power of imagination that you couldn't begin to possess. To manifest the effects of magic as you wish it, one needs the power to precisely envision the details of the phenomena as though mapping it out within your mind. This is the definition of a spell. You know, master mages can even draw out the formula for more advanced spells before they cast them. But only a handful of people can control such high-level magic. That's why magic igniters make sense for the more mechanically minded noble. Magic igniters contain a circuit-like mechanism inside them that replaces the need for a formula. In this way, the igniter's spell becomes available to the bearer. Did you even comprehend all that? Such complex workings require high prices and high minds. So basically, they're crutches for people that don't have the imagination required to use igniters on their own.
これすごいね。
An Elden kid? You one of Lady Brigida's contacts then? I am. I've been assigned to stand guard here. She told me to not let anyone but an Elden kid through. And you're Elden, sure as anything. No reason to turn you away, so come on in, I suppose. I didn't expect you to show up. You hear the criers? Huh?
皆さん
The anti-igniter terrorist hideout has been burnt to the ground. Local village, a front for criminal fiends, torched thanks to renowned igniter merchant Lady Brigida Lycaon. So they're framing her. Those fearmongers cried of the dangers of magic igniters and planned to raid our royal capital, Grand Trad, once its people were unarmed. However, they have been brought to justice through the overwhelming power of magic igniters. 3 cheers for Lady Brigida. 3 cheers for magic igniters. There you have it. But they're lying. My word versus the voice of the country. Even then, you'd believe in me? Of course. I didn't do anything. But the people I met then, at the village, they're dead now. They were no anti-igniter group. It was the Sanctus Church, or rather those who perform its dirty work. They want the world to see that igniters are the only defense they have against the violence around them, and so they set a village ablaze to prove their point. And by taking my dog, they made me a tool in their scheme, making it look like the work of an anti-igniter group. They knew I would set out to slaughter those responsible. Even though you stopped me before anything happened, someone else raised the village and named me responsible. In short, this is a warning. From here on, they'll ask nothing less than total, unquestioning obedience. What will you do? What do you plan to do now? Killing some churchmen won't change anything. Not when the whole institution's rotten. This world is a horrific place, defined by inequality and intolerance. And the ones who shaped it are the wealthy few who sit atop it. In other words, the church. I had friends of my own when I was a child of poverty. Even through all the sludge and mire, we survived together, broke bread together. They all died slow. Starvation or torture took them. The Sanctus Church wheedles the strong and takes from the weak, their wealth and their lives. I remember holding their cold bodies in my arms. That's when I decided, from then on, I'd be the one doing the taking. If the weak always die, if they'll lose everything, then I'd become strong. I'd be on the side that takes. I wouldn't let anyone steal what I had. I swore it. I threw away my heart, threw away my hope. And now I've clawed my way here, made myself an underling of the same church that killed my friends. And still, Even once you climb out of hell, there's only another circle of it waiting for you. It never ends. How far must I fight them? How much must I take from them to ensure they can no longer tear things from my grasp? It'll be your head next. So I'll be the church's slave. I'll be whoever they need me to be. They can't hurt me. I can protect myself, so you don't have to. Shut up. With all you must have been through, how can you live a life like that and still believe in light, in this world? Why won't you let me give up? Brigida's vulnerability and her desire to be saved bring pain to my heart. Seems the exchange rate at the exchange will improve further due to the effects of merchants' markdown. Joji, when you think of this world you want to create, what do you imagine there? Sounds like a country too bright for me. I wish I could have a heart like yours, strong and beautiful. I calmed Brigida down and waited until she fell asleep before I left the room.
神王が決する日にまた一日近づく。
じゃあ
Huh, I wonder. There hasn't been, like... Sure you're aware, but we cannot afford a misstep now. Should we fail to grasp the formula, our plan shall be exposed and our lives forfeit. My point is, we must seize every chance for success. Shall we begin by gathering information on Louis Skyrunner, the Charadrius? Let me think about it.
そうか。
さて さて
Seabreeze Street is where the weather person is, right? Hey, isn't that boy from the exhibition kind of cute for an elder? And people are talking about my looks now. I'm flattered. Oh, right. Let's go to the Gauntlet Runner first of all. Nice.
Yoし
Side.
いけてるね。
素敵よ。
Nobody's come to remove these bodies. They must be rotting.
ね
So let's hear the weather.
え占う
ここ
迷宮か
Good weather there.
迷宮か
迷宮だね
But today it's stormy, and then like I would arrive tomorrow and it would be
迷
fine,
宮だ
but
ね
that's no good. I might have to just eat some bad weather for dungeons. Might make things difficult.
見えるわ
And I want to do them as efficiently as possible, with as little travel as possible. Alright.
えなんてこと
どうもああねえ暑すぎよねえねえ
That's right. Say it louder, Rudolph. Rosanta the strongest. Okay. So it looks like there's a debate today.
Yeah.
さて
And I can increase Barden's. Yes. Oh, we're in quite the predicament. Let's go visit. Seems troubled. Those clamoring little candidates are gone. End of the day, Sanctifex Fortin's the one fit to be king. You say that, but I reckon it's more complicated. What Sanctifex Fortin did to Lady Joanna. Calm yourself. Think about Lady Joanna for a moment. Wouldn't you say that what she did is beyond forgiveness? Did you see the king's face in Grand Trad? All that about the royal palace flying up in the air, you couldn't make this up. That reminds me, have you heard about the vestiges of the hero kings? The landscapes where mighty kings left behind some trace of themselves? They're all over the country. If you're traveling, you're bound to see them. I've only seen one, but I tell you, I was flabbergasted. Oh? I haven't even heard of those, let alone seen them. The vestiges of the hero kings. These kids all... no, I suppose they wouldn't. I'm gonna say, do they also give, discounts for the holiday? But probably not.
いいじゃねえいいじゃねえいいじゃねえいいじゃねえいい
It's kind of annoying that you can only buy one at a time, though.
やったー
I Hey. Be back in a moment. Alright, let's go level up Barden's relationship. Rearrange these. No. It's annoying. Alright. On sale day, I think I will buy general equipment for the entire party. The exhibition's all anyone can talk about around town. No wonder Barden was so downcast when he left. Betrayed by the lady and her flunkies, a real slap in the face for him after giving his all for this town. Mind ye, I'm not saying he's wrong, nor you. This town's indebted to everyone who stopped those kidnappings. Ah, yeah, I should come and buy some meat as well when the sale goes on. Because this should be a big one. They said it's the biggest sale of the year. Heard from the captain about Joanna and, well, all of it. Ever since that baby was lost, I knew that something was wrong. But I pretended like I didn't notice. Her sins are her own, but I've got to bear the consequences of my cowardice. Yeah, but if you tried to speak up, I doubt you'd be here right now, so your cowardice probably saved you. Alright, Mr. Barden. Celia is streaming. Ah, you're here. Glad you're well. Have you a moment? There's a matter I'd like to discuss with you. Like what? Many thanks to ye for being so kind. Myself, I just seem to get lost thinking about it. I'm going to do his dialogue as like a normal person because I cannot do his accent. I wanted to consult with you on all this blether about picking a new ruler for the town. Of course, ruler isn't quite the word. Wouldn't own land like a lord or anything, but still, it's a right important position. We're establishing a town governor, which is distinct from a lord. I think that's what's best for this town. For the most part, the townspeople agree on self-governance, as there's quite a lot of distrust of power after what happened with Lady Joanna. It may seem like the townspeople are turning to extreme courses of action, but the new lord did allow us our self-government. Which is all well and good, but here's the rub. I think the fella best suited for the position is this one clergyman. He's a fine man, and he likes the idea. But darn it all, now everyone is clamoring for me to be the governor. You're suited for it. So you think it's a grand idea too. Well, I couldn't disagree more myself. I'm too weak a man. I've been put on a pedestal as some noble knight who put everything to right. It's Dretch. I'm no hero. It was all thanks to the lot of you. But I could say that all day and they'd still want me as governor. Everyone wants to feel safe. They want to know there's someone nearby they can rely on. I sympathize with that, but I'm no ruler. They're not looking for a ruler, they're looking for a leader, and you're already a leader. Do I have what it takes to lead them? Everything's a challenge. Everything worth doing is always a challenge. Is it always? I do remember hearing that the closer you get to your breaking point, the greater you become. If that's true, we can't become better men without a challenge, can we? Thank you, friend. Talking with you has helped me come to a decision. I'll represent the townspeople. Yes, I'll become governor and restore the whole place. I'm not sure if I'm the man for the job, but I'll give it everything I've got for the good of the town. Considering my lack of experience, I'd be grateful if you kept advising me. I may not have the skills you do, but I will serve faithfully so that I can be a true hero in this town, like you. I can sense Barden's extraordinary determination and faith in me. So he's going to run into some difficulties, probably. Barden, you finally decide what to do yet? I know you care deeply, but we're all sick of waiting. Don't make me decide I need to lead you. We'll rest easy with you in charge. Those sandworms have been a right pain, but you seem like a take-charge kind of man. Too true. A sandworm attack would devastate Martira. I'll work up some countermeasures. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Don't work too hard now, big man. But go ahead and remove childcare from your job skills. Will ya? They hated it when you chased them around during hide and seek. My wee ones were bawling and screaming something awful. They still cry from the memory of it. But that's how you play Hunter and Prey. If they screamed, it was just proof we were playing it right. But anyway, I swear to you, I'm determined to protect this town. Thanks for your time today. I'll have to do a great deal of work to even begin paying you back, so do drop by again. I parted ways with Barden and returned to the group. I earned a decent bit of meg from that one. Back to the Brylehaven Tavern. I hear a voice. I need to push myself harder. Heisme comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. I definitely want his ability for when I go into these dungeons, so maybe I will prioritize him over Alonso. And also, oh, science skill is level 4, so that's not helpful there. I want that one, and then what does Alonso give me? You get science skill at level 3. Okay. Oh wait, I can't do any nighttime ones today because I've got a debate to win. I take it I can't go in here still? Yeah, okay. Is there no, like, golden... Oh, wait, there's somebody to talk to. Oh, Tim. Basilio, what's the matter? You got a reason to be skulking about? Wouldn't go getting cocky till everything's made formal, like at the soiree. Step out of line, everything changes. Okay. You two seem like a real pleasant pair. Alright.
さて
What is the weather looking like?
ね
どうする
Rain on the night of the 28th. Hmm.
よっと
What do I got for money? You have a decent amount of money
どうする
at the moment.
素敵よ
What do I got for items for leveling up? Interesting.
Yoshi, この力なら
$240. I could actually use some of these heroes fruits and get it up a few levels, huh? I only need it to rank 10 to get the upgrade for the merchant class, I think.
Yoshi, いい手応えだ
I want this. Oh wait, 200. Ah, I didn't mean to do that.
この力なら
Fine. There we go.
新たな技だ
That.
どうする
6,400. And 4,200. But it's only by one rank, right? Marakukaja. Alright, let's continue.
Ika?
That said, it seems like it might be... I guess if slash attack applies to your skills as well, then that's significantly more attractive.
Ika?
Sort of curiosity. I do have that leader's semaphore, but that does not have the highest attack on it, from what I recall. .189 with a 97% chance to hit. It automatically increases hit rate and evasion at the start of combat. That is very good, especially for a support class. Recently, someone ran back into the city in the middle of the night, wailing and crying after attempting a dare of some sort at the Tomb of Lamet. That's the name of a cemetery outside the city, see? Monsters infest the place, so I'd done my duty and warned him not to go there, but did he listen? Anyway, the noisy idiot said something terrifying emerged from a grave, and that it also brought something else out along with it. Yeah, I haven't a clue what that means either. Whatever. Point is, if you don't want to get hurt, stay away from there. That is the boss that I have to defeat, is it not? Okay. Let's give this guy a public thrashing. Wow, 1,350. I will become king and create a military state for Rosant by Rosant. I see. So that's what they're basing their campaigns on. Hey, why don't you debate that candidate? If you can lower other candidates' support, you might be able to win Louis' trust. It's a good opportunity to hone your skills. If you could put the future you're imagining into words, I'm sure people will follow you. If I enter a debate here, my eloquence and my imagination should increase. If it goes well, you might even get some donations. How about it? Want to try? What are my virtues at? It might take 2 more debates to increase my eloquence. And I'm not sure how many more points I need for my imagination. But I would get like 1 imagination if I win the debate, I think. Let's do it. Are you not the Elda who turned in the Sanctress? Just as I'd expect of a lesser tribe, A frontal siege was beyond you, so instead you opt for the uncouth tactics of a rear assault. Gahaha, your juvenile tricks will have no effect on someone as experienced as I. I will eliminate you here and now. My good people, the dream of a united kingdom has failed. When I am king, our land shall be reborn under the proven military leadership of the Rosant. What has the United Kingdom actually done for you? Forcing the tribes together has only spurred further skirmishes and tension. Furthermore, the throne and other key positions have been strangled by the Klemar's nepotism. The time for the Rosant to reclaim their pride and independence is at hand. Hear, hear, the Rosant embody strength. The Rosant represent the very best. The land of the Rosant? Surely he jests. Where does that leave the rest of us? Sounds like Rudolph's playing to the fanatics among the Rosant. How should I appeal to them? The tribes must stand together. We can't let tribal differences define us. I envision a world where everyone stands as one. What? Nothing but idealistic platitudes. You're too young to lead if you can't see that. He's right. How the hell could anyone make it so everyone helps each other, or whatever all that's about? People are free to dream as they please, but I find the boy's dreams more appealing than Rudolph's. Impossible! I refuse to be humbled by an inferior tribe. That was a great debate. You ran circles around that guy. Your ideas struck a chord with the people. They wanted to give you something to show their support. This experience seems to have honed your eloquence and imagination.
Yes.
Ah, good. My imagination hit visionary. Imagination. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. After listening to the concerns of the people, I returned to where everyone else was waiting. Gained another 2 ranks.
神王が決する日にまた一日近づく。
There's a cemetery near Brilehaven called the Tomb of Lament. I've heard whispers of something most frightening appearing in its crypt. Are we children sharing ghost stories now? Hold on, let me get nearest so we can scare the boots off them. There may be substance to this bedtime story. I too have heard rumors of an unidentified monster stalking the cemetery. Haven't we already accepted a request regarding that? Let's take out this monster before it causes any more trouble. Yeah, stroll. 32 degrees, that's hot. Hey, it's finally Forgiveness Day. There's big sales throughout the city, so make sure you don't miss any. Is it just this city? Forgiveness Day. The single day of the year where all commercial transactions are exempt from taxes in the Kingdom of Uchronia. On this day, from dawn to dusk, everything bought or sold is untaxed. Naturally, the markets are teeming with people drawn by the tempting discounts. The day dates back to an incident in Oceania nearly 200 years prior. People were unable to afford to pay autumn taxes due to crop failure caused by long rains. The king, who loved sailing but was unable to that year due to the rain, was too downcast to bother calculating the taxes and gave an official proclamation that postponed tax collection until winter. He stopped all autumn tax collection by giving the nobles who had lost their income his money that was to be used for boating. Oceania soon recovered through the king's wise judgment, and the event took on a certain cultural fame in the years that followed. Later kings took advantage of the well-remembered ruling and permitted a holiday, known as Forgiveness Day, to celebrate the event. The custom continues to this day. Rudolph. Rudolph Kraus, a Rosant candidate participating in the tournament. He announced his candidacy to restore the formerly eminent House Kraus of Montario, which fell to a mere regional noble family during the war. A critic of the annexation system, he pledges to establish a Rosant military dictatorship, assuring him virtually no support outside the Rosant tribe. His gauntlet runner, the Steel Lion, features an austere hull as if to boast of his military prowess. Okay. This new dialogue today? Finally, it's Forgiveness Day. There's gonna be boatloads of customers walking through my door. And as a merchant of Brylehaven, it's my job to provide top service. Bring them on. Okay. Oh, this idiot. Jin. If you pledge your support for Jin, then you too could... Oh, a candidate. And not only that, but the Elda on everyone's lips. Have you come to impede my campaign? What's with the change in attitude? Earning the support I need is all that matters. What reason do I have to flatter a rival? Sheesh, what an obnoxious toad. What's the world coming to if scuzzbuckets like him can be a notable candidate? I'll show no mercy to my competition. Yeah, okay. Seems you didn't appreciate being trounced in the debate, huh? That night prowler place had a really creepy atmosphere. I'll stick to the city taverns, thank you very much. You mean like how basically everybody inside seemed to be Louis' men? So, what do we have for followers today? Oh, I can't do Barden. Alright. I guess I will find out what other tasks I can oh wait, I know what other tasks I can accomplish right now. Before I forget, let's go to the Grand Cathedral. Nobody gives speeches on the Grand Trad podium. It's kind of interesting. Alright, buddy. Give me the lowdown. You again. When will you learn? Does fish stink? Thanks to my overwhelming imagination, I was able to choose words to convince the merchant I have no ill intent. Huh, how interesting. Yes, they did indeed stink. The Count would often buy fish himself and then show up to our meetings with them in hand. Amusing as it was, I worried about how he would keep them fresh. Ah, that stirs some memories. The Count of Halia, that I remember, was a magnanimous man. He was genuinely kind to all he met. Perhaps I should have learned from his example. Very well. Tell me your story, and I will listen. I see. You must forgive my suspicion. You truly are a friend of his son, aren't you? I do apologize, but surely you understand my caution. Word of his lost inheritance has spread, and con men have tried every trick in the book to claim it. I have indeed been entrusted with the inheritance always meant for the Count's son. Please give him that message. The rest are details I'd prefer to share with him directly. Please bring him with you when you're able. I found the person who was entrusted with the Count's inheritance. I should let Stroll know immediately. We have reportable quests. The rest are detailed. Yeah. I'm assuming that reporting the quest will also advance time and his... Yeah. Okay. Which will,
確か
in turn, give me those, which I don't need at the moment, so I will forego that, because I want to use the knight for a different bond. I think I want to use it for Heismates. It's impossible that you're here right now.
ねえねえいいな
愉快ねちょっと
Alright. What did other people do today anyways? Only 3% of people debated a candidate. Spent time with supporters. Katharina, Hulkenberg, Barden. You could spend time with Katharina here. Fought Katharina. Did laundry, tended the plants, cleaned the runner. Read from a bookshelf. Went to the Tomb of Lament. Went into Gracia Forest. Went to the Forsaken Tower. Anybody who went to the Forsaken Tower today is silly.
占いはいかが占います
Why aren't you giving a discount today? It looks like even if I leave...
迷宮だね
Ah, shit. If I leave tomorrow and get to the Tomb of Lament, I will be at the Tomb of Lament on a stormy day and will be at a disadvantage in battle.
迷宮
That said, I will gain more experience. Hmm.
裏かさてどこにしようか
Alright,
行きましょう
let's go to the armor shop. See what they got for sale.
値引き中よ
50% off. Cool. So it's a 30% sale plus my 20% discount. So only the Knight and Warrior can use naval armor, so there's not much point in buying a ton of that. Actually, there's no point at all. I shouldn't say that. There is a point to... What do I have for heavy armor
どうする
for the knight? Oh, I've got the noble tuxedo. Okay. But it seems like it would be better to get the... put the noble tuxedo on one of the other two and get the better armor.
値引き中よ
The naval armor for Stroll. And then
どうする
put the noble tuxedo on him. Or I could leave the healing hauberk. Hard to say. The increase to all attributes is tempting. Alright. Let's go to the weapon shop. Another year, another forgiveness day. Splendid. I'll offer you some good discounts today. I have the guillotine blade, so there's not much point in getting the Zweihander. I have the fishing halberd. I already bought a halberd, so I don't need that. That, on the other hand, I have Fortune's Bludgeon, so I don't need the Pearl Mace. Unless I want another healer class. However, the fists may be useful. I think... Oh. That one's got attack of 230.
値引き中よ
That's only got 218, so... Unless I want a second monk. The fist is not. Okay, what do we have for bows?
どうする
Their best bow. They're a... Oh, they're sorted by attack, okay. So I do have a naval sidearm already. Okay. Was there nothing that I need to buy then? I guess these two rods that increase your fire and ice damage may be useful. What do we have for staves? Increase the strength of all magic. Oh, then. Coinage used at a gambling venue frequented by soldiers. Consider selling it. I forgot that mimics can inflict sleep. So I guess the biggest thing to spend money on is consumables, huh?
Yes.
No items to appraise.
見せてみ。値引き中よ。
If you're here to buy something, I'd recommend one of the simpler, easier to handle weapons. We do carry concealable arms as well, though those are most frequently purchased by ne'er-do-wells. They may not suit someone as young as yourself. She's talking about the knives, the daggers.
どうする？
Ugh. Wait, what? Don't do that. Alright, I'm going to take a short break. So let me finish my shopping and then I will. 30% off. Oh, how much? I think those are important cooking ingredients, so I will buy them.
よっ。
お買い得だよ。
As well, max out my stock on those ones. Given
困った。では。
Archetypal ring. Mysterious ring of unknown origin. I can feel an ancient power emanating from it. Ancient power. Think it's got something to do with archetypes? By the way, you have 0 right now. Well then. As expected, you have excellent judgment, and it looks fantastic on you. Every day of the week, I'll be waiting with a new item perfect for you. You come again.
困った。では。どうする？
Increases archetype experience gained. Huh. Responds to the shape of its wearer's soul. Okay.
なんてこと。
どうする？
Alright, that was an expensive purchase.
さて、どこにしようか。
行こう。
Oh yeah, there's a butcher shop, right? Welcome. Today is Forgiveness Day. I'll cut you a deal, so take a look at this fine water. You sold out of everything, bud. Mom said I could go inside again because a kidnapper got caught. I went to the back alley to see the cows, but I saw a fairy instead. Everyone calls me a liar, though. But you believe me, don't you? Talking about me? Not too many fairies I know who hang out with cows. No, we saw the fairy that he's talking about. What do you mean, Gallica? He was a bit loopy. He commented on it. Dash it all. The lady's gone. If it's come to this, then I'll just have to cooperate with Barden. Why does this town support him this much? Oh, I'll not let it end like this. Mark my words. Barden, you bastard. Looks like Barden's going to be having some problems. Bet your arse you get Forgiveness Day deals from me, and those dreadful abductions are over with too. It's time to celebrate. Aha. You have your own stuff. Alright. Mother still won't let her kid out, huh? Still can't believe it. The kidnappings were going on inside Kragante Castle. So Joanna was the culprit and she was executed straight away at Brylehaven? Everyone's so confused and the anger hasn't even hit them yet. What's going to happen to Martira? I don't know. Be a shame if this was the end of it though. I mean... Okay.
このようなことがまさかこのような
So, my eloquence will increase from the debate today. Alright, I think I've done all the shopping.
さて
Or maybe I haven't.
どうする さて
Oh, I haven't been to the gauntlet winner yet.
行こう
I want to get all that stuff taken care of before I take my break.
Yoし どうする さてどこにしようか
行こう
安いぜどうなっちまうんだよ安いよ
Okay. You don't sell anything special that I can't get elsewhere.
うるせんよ
Alright.
さてどこにしようか
行こう
ねえね
どうしたもんか
お前
ちょっと確か
450 meg.
どうしたもんか
Milo.
どうする
Be the final. Okay. So, I'm going to take a short break, and I will be back in a little bit